to another amazing, amazing hot topic. I'm so glad that you all are here. I'm so glad that you decided to stop by. Thank you so much for joining Hot Topic tonight. And it's a hot one too. It's a hot one that they all be hot, all of them hot. So that's why you can't miss not one night a hot topic because they all hot like on fire hot, okay? First things first, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the new subscribers tonight. Thank you so much. I appreciate the subscribing to the channel. Make sure you like, share, and comment, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that way every time I upload a video, you'll be there. You'll be the first one to know. Okay? You'll be the first one to know when I upload that we're going to have a live meeting with a hot topic. You're going to be the first one to know that as well. So that's amazing. Also, currently, while we're on live, I ask that you hit the like button so that way we can continue to grow our channel. So hit that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, if you would press the share button so we could bring more people in here to come and we could discuss this hot topic with more people added. So if you could hit the share button so we can invite more people in, hit the like button so we could get those likes up. Get them up, get them up, get them up. Yes, I am so excited about tonight's topic because it's it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's what we're gonna have to look forward to um, coming up in these next 4 years. Hopefully not, but right now, who knows? And also, there are several ways that you can support the channel. The first way you can support there are many ways you can support the channel. Like I said, while you're on live, hit the like button so we get the likes up. Hit the share button so we can bring more people into our community so we can discuss our hot topic. Also, if we can, we also have we also have our super chat. Yes, yes, yes. We currently have super chat now. Yes, we worked really hard to get super chat and we have super chat and we're so excited. We are so excited to have that as an option. And also, yeah, we have something new added as well. We also have, it's called gifts. They're right there at the top. Yes, that we just got that today's Thursday. I think Sunday I think we got that. So look, there are all different kind of ways to support the channel. The channel is growing. I appreciate the love, the support. Thank you to each and every one of you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for everybody that is joining now. Hey, Christopher. Hey, Jonathan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, you can support the channel by going and watch the videos. There are over 3,000 videos that I have personally made, 3,000 videos and counting, 3,000 plus, on a variety of different things, cooking, cleaning, all kind of stuff. You will not be disappointed. Go over there and go check them out. I'm not going to tell you. I want you to go see for yourself and you will see like, wow, she do have a lot of videos over here. And there are a lot of different topics or videos. You will enjoy them. But make sure when you go over there and watch the videos, make sure you watch the videos, you like the videos, you share the videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, what else we have? We have channel membership. We currently have channel membership as well, where you can have membership to the channel. And there are perks. There are two options. And we have perks. The perks they're really good perks. So go over there and check those out on the community page. So yes, that is it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everybody that's coming in. Thank y'all. Um, yes, a whole lot of different topics. Y'all will not be you will not be disappointed. So let's go ahead and get started on this hot topic. Like I said, there are while you're in the live, if you all would like the live while you're currently in it, if you would hit the like button, share the live if you're able to share it. If you share the live, hit the like button. And there are other ways to support the channel by super chat that we have here on the screen, and also by gifts. That's new. We just got that added to the channel. So thank y'all in advance, and always watch the videos. Always watch the videos because that is a huge support to the channel, because the channel is growing, and so that we can continue to grow and I can continue to bring these hot topics to you. Okay. Tonight, hot topic. Woo, y'all. If you've been watching the news, then you know that tonight hot topic is about the possible government shutdown. I was reading about that today, and they didn't come to an agreement to prevent the shutdown. They need to come to an agreement by tomorrow midnight. By tomorrow midnight, or else the government is they're gonna have to shut down if they don't come to an agreement. So, possible government shutdown. They did not come to an agreement today. They had an agreement. They had agreed upon uh, what they agreed upon, the Democrats and Republicans. But the Republicans today, they decided to renege on their part. Some of them did, and it's a mess up there in D.C. It's a mess. It is a mess in D.C. And a lot of the Republicans that voted with the Democrats, they're like, they said they're tired of it. They're tired of the way that things are going, and they just want this to come to an end. They just want it to come to an end. So it failed. Not only did it fail as far as them voting on the agreement, it also failed really the American people. It also failed the American people because here's the deal, the issue I have. We voted these people to go up there to DC to represent the people. And from the way it looked, they represent themselves. They're not up there on our behalf that we sent them to DC to do a job. And they're not doing the job that we sent them up there to do. The job, it appears to me that they're doing, is in their best interest and the millionaires and the billionaires' interests. Because if y'all had an agreement, what happened when y'all got in there to vote on the agreement that y'all had this agreement on? What happened? So that would tell you, wait a minute. To me, that says, okay, going in, you had this same agreement that you all had voted for whenever you all voted for it. But now that tells me, now that y'all voted on this agreement, the same agreement that y'all all said yes for, today when you voted on it, you ain't want to vote on it no more? You wanna renege on it? No, that's not in the best interest of the American people that sent you up there to do the job. So I'm gonna read y'all what it say, cause I know a lot of people they don't be. I'm gonna read y'all what it say. It says Trump supporters applaud as Speaker touts Ciara is dead at Turning Point USA. They applauded. They applauded. So I'm reading what it says. Supporters of Donald Trump who were gathered at a grassroots conservative convention in Arizona on Thursday, which is today, cheered the collapse of the bipartisan government funding plan, which the president-elect publicly opposed. Charlie Kirk, the founder of Turning Point USA, kicked off his group's America Fest, a 4-day conservative gathering that will be capped by an appearance from Trump on Sunday. So Trump gonna be there on Sunday by touting the opposition to the government funding deal as a victory over an attempted Democrat boondoggle giveaway. Under old circumstance that things just would have passed, but there's new voices. And we took to social media. Elon Musk took to social media. Many of you took to social media, and the president took the lead, Kirk said. So, what appears happen is this right here, just what they said about Elon took to social media, President-elect Trump took to social media, and then Kirk, whatever support he had, they all took to social media in opposition to the agreement that they already had, the Democrats and Republicans. Now, who does that sound like that they for? Who does it really sound like that? Do it sound like the Congress is for the people? Or does it sound like they for Trump, Musk, and all the rest of them? Now, mind you, Trump is not even at the White House until January 20th, to January 20th, 2025. And think about this, y'all. If he got this much power and he ain't even in there, Biden is still president. He's still president. He got a whole month left, one whole month left. And if President Trump can take the social media and have whomever he got up there to flip on the agreement that they agreed upon, that's a telltale sign of how it's going to be for the next 4 years. Just from this experience, in my opinion. Then it says, now I'm reading this straight from the thing. It says, everybody in this room and everyone watching online, you defeated the Washington insiders in hours. Everybody, and that Ciara is dead. It is dead, and you did that, Kirk said, prompting loud cheers from the thousands gathered at the Phoenix Convention Center. Kirk expressed confidence that Congress would adopt a new government funding bill that will raise the debt limit to facilitate spending for the biggest, baddest, and the best border bill in the history of our country. Let me read what Kirk said again, okay? Kirk must gonna have a job up there or something. Kirk expressed confidence that Congress would adopt a new government funding bill that will raise the debt limit to facilitate spending for the biggest, you got to listen at the words, the biggest, baddest, and best border bill in the history of our country. That's what Kirk said. He over something. I just read it. America Fest. And they in Arizona. Yeah. So just from him saying that part, Kirk saying that part, it sounds like to me the whole issue is that border. The border. The border. Because he just said to build the biggest, the baddest. Let me go back and read it again. Wait, I need my glasses. He said, Kirk expressed confidence that Congress would adopt a new government funding bill that will raise the debt limit to facilitate spending. Not raise the debt limit for citizens of the United States of America, but to raise it for the border bill. So the border bill is more important than the American citizens. That's what I'm getting out of this. The biggest, baddest, and best border bill in the history of our country. In the history of our country, when people out here homeless, families homeless, kids going to bed hungry, they waking up hungry going to school, they mama, daddy, everybody in the house working, and it's just still not enough. And he talking about the biggest, the baddest border bill in history. In history, y'all. Let me continue. So Scalise says Republicans will keep working to avert a shutdown. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise said that Republicans are going to keep working to avert Friday night shutdown deadline, but blamed Democrats for voting against their latest offer. 99% of Democrats voted to shut it down. So we're going to keep trying. At some point, they're going to have to come to the table too, he said. Scalise did not mention the 38 Republicans. See, it was 38 Republicans that voted with the Democrats. But Scalise want to make it seem like, oh, the Democrats when there were people on their side that voted as well. Let me keep reading. Who also voted no on the bill. He also would not say if the measure suspending the debt ceiling would remain in any new offer. So the issue is the debt ceiling. That's one issue. Then the hold on, let me find it because I gotta make sure I have stuff right with y'all. Well, it need to be right, period. So that's why I'm reading it to you, because y'all will say, y'all know what y'all will say. It says House Speaker Mike Johnson would not say whether Republicans will attempt to pass stopgap funding package Friday ahead of the shutdown deadline. We'll see, Johnson told reporters as he left the Capitol. So it says 42 minutes ago, House Republicans who voted against the GOP funding bill pushed back on Trump's demands. So Trump was involved with this, with them not passing it from what they said. It says Representative Tim Burchett of Tennessee said he voted his conscience. When asked by CNN's, excuse me, y'all. Sorry. When asked by CNN's Manu Raju why he defied Trump, who urged all Republicans to vote for the bill, he laminated the spending levels in the bill and said, "This just stinks. That's why America doesn't trust government, and it's for good damn gum reasons." Damn gum reasons. Pressed by Raju on the implications of shutting down the government, Birch just said, "That's what it takes to bring us to the table." Representative Bob Good of Virginia said it was ridiculous that the bill included a debt limit increase, saying the House should have passed a clean year-end funding bill. Any extra supplemental ought to stand on its own merits and not be attached to it, and it ought to have pays for us. And the debt limit must not be increased without coming straight spending cuts and fiscal reform, he said. And Eric Burleson of Missouri said he promised when he ran for office not to raise the debt ceiling, adding, I love Donald Trump, but he didn't vote me into office. My district did. Now I could go with Eric. I can go with Eric because Eric said I come up here to do my job that my people sent me up here to do. Although I might like Trump, he didn't put me here. The people from where he from? Missouri. They sent me here and I'm gonna do my job with them. And I like him for standing his ground and for having some character and some morals with saying it doesn't matter. I can like you, but that don't mean I have to agree with you. I will still like you, but that don't mean I gotta agree with you. And I like that for him. I like that for him. He said, he added, he's not afraid of a shutdown, explaining some of his constituents have been calling and pushing for that to happen. So everybody not in favor. Some people that has been sent to Washington is there to do their job, and they don't care who in the White House. If they don't feel that that's something that's going to that's a good idea, a lot of them not gonna go for it. They not gonna vote for it. They not gonna feel pressured to vote for whatever, not just this, like anything in the future, if that's what they conscience say. Now some people gonna do it to get along, to be friends with people. People do it all the time. That's just human nature. But for the most part, a lot of people with a good conscience, they gonna let their conscience lead them. People that's out to get what they can, a leg up, move around, whatever, they gonna vote the way that somebody tell them to vote. All right, y'all, that's all I got for now. I'll read the rest, but we're gonna go ahead to the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think about the possibility of the government shutting down tomorrow by midnight if they don't come up with a spending plan. So let's see. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let me see. Hey, RSG. They just need a temporary spending bill to get us into January. Biden has to sign off on what they agree. Biden won't do anything to help Trump. Debt limit is not a good idea, RSG. Christopher, just like they have in the last 2 months, spent record amount of money to put us further in debt. Okay. So what do y'all think about the possibility of the government shutting down on midnight tomorrow if they don't come up with something by tomorrow? What y'all think about that? And how that's going to affect travel, government employees being furloughed, not getting paid. What's y'all take? What is y'all take on that? But if y'all remember back, I think a few years, let me see, because I want to make sure my information is right. The last government shutdown, it was during the holidays. Oh, you know what? You know when the last government shutdown was? Under Trump. It was shut down for like 36 days. Yeah, like 35, 36 days. Last government shut down. It was 2018. 2018 was the last government shutdown, and that was under Trump. That was the last government shutdown. Yeah, it was in 2018. It shut down for 2018, 2019 for 35 days. I remember that. For 35 days. So, I mean, what do y'all think? Because they had an agreement. They had an agreement before they went in there. Supposedly, they had already agreed upon the bill. Everything was in place. But then, when apparently they got in there, was when the Republicans they changed their mind. They changed their mind on it, and that's how it fell. Because when they got in there, they said, "We're gonna renege. We're not gonna keep our word. Whatever the agreement was for their word, both, and they didn't. Now it's a possible shutdown tomorrow, possibly, if they can't come to a resolution. Trump equals chaos. Just the beginning. Just the beginner. Um, yeah. And back in 2018, when the last government shut down, the Congressional Budget Office estimated the shutdown cost the American economy at least $11 billion for those 35 days. For 35 days, $11 billion, excluding indirect costs. That does not even mean other costs, excluding indirect costs that were difficult to quantify. The shutdown stemmed from an impasse over Trump's demand for 5.7 billion in federal funds for a U.S. Mexican border. He was with that wall. He was, he was with that wall, boy. He was on that wall when he was in office. He didn't get the wall, but he wanted the wall. He said he did. Who knows if he really? Who knows if he really want the wall? I don't think he really want the wall the way he done told y'all he want the wall. I don't think so. But that's just me thinking that. So yeah. Well, it's gonna go up higher. It's gonna go up higher. It continues to rise over and over and over and over. It's gonna I don't think at this point, personally, I don't think that light kind of hot. I don't think personally that how they gonna get it down? How you gonna get what you say 36 trillion? 36 trillion? How you gonna get $36 trillion in debt down when you steady just doing all this spending? How are you going to possibly get it down? That's the question. That is the question. And then people is not going to like the government workers. They're not gonna get. Imagine people got behind in their bills because the last well when that last shutdown was in 2018 and it was for 35 days. Yeah, they got paid once everything was over. They got back to work. But think about how far behind they got with not having, unless they had money saved up. But the average American don't really have a lot of money saved up. Studies show. Studies show that. So it's like, I think a lot of them up there, it shows to me for their own purpose, not for who sent them up there. Like the other man said from Missouri. Um, was he from Missouri? Let me make sure I get where he was from. Like he said, that the people sent him there. Yeah, Missouri. Eric Burleson said he made a promises to the people. The other people, they up there because it's a benefit. It's a benefit to have that job up there, to be a congressperson or a senator for that matter. RSG, how come Joe Biden, the current president, has not committed on this any and can't be found? How he gonna commit to something when they gotta come, they thought they had something until they went in there and the Republicans, whomever, decided to change their mind. He gotta wait till they get something. He gotta wait till they get something together before he can. They say he hadn't commented on anything as of yet. I guess he trying to see what they gonna come up with. How he gonna do something and they ain't came up with nothing. The job is theirs first to come up with something, and they can't come up with nothing. And the last shutdown was under Trump's watch for 35 days. That cost us, the American people, $11 trillion. I mean, wait, let me get the number right. Oh, that's another one. 11 billion. It cost the American people 11 billion. I was just reading. He is lamed up. Well, they say he wasn't commenting right now. They said he wasn't commenting on anything that's going on right now. That's what I read. It didn't pass because they want to raise the it's the debt ceiling that caused them to not pass one of the things that caused them not to pass the bill. That's one of them. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? So I don't know. Um. So if they don't pass something tomorrow, y'all, and if y'all plan on traveling, the airport will be affected too. The as far as travel is concerned, that'll be affected. So that won't be good here at Christmas. That would not be good at all. It's just a mess. It's just a mess if you ask me. You said they'll find an agreement. They always do. December 20th, right before Christmas, and we're right back at the same place as far as around Christmas. Yeah, they'll have to work. They'll have to work, but they won't be getting paid. And who want to come to work and you ain't getting paid? You gonna get paid, but you won't be getting paid until your money till later. So it look like it's gonna be tough for the Republicans to try and get whatever it is that they trying to work on from what they're saying right now. Look like it's gonna be, gonna be kind of tough for them. So do y'all think that? So what y'all think about what they said about Trump and Elon, kind of like interfering with with what they already had in place, and I guess persuading some of the Republicans that were going to vote for the plan originally, had voted for the agreement that it would be whatever they had decided upon already. How do y'all feel about them having so much to say, and they're not even in the job yet? What y'all think about that? What's your take on that? On Trump and Elon and whoever else, what having to say, telling all the Republicans not to not to go along with it. So what was in the bill? This is what was in the bill. The GOP measure includes a 3-month extension of government funding, a 2-year suspension of the debt limit into 2020 January 2027, as well as roughly 110 billion for disaster relief, along with other provisions. And there was something in there for the farmers as well, funding for the farmers. Christy, hey Christy. The original one had some bad stuff in it. Glad they helped to stop it. They will fall in line with Trump's direction. Well, that's the sad part, because you can't think for yourself. You can't do you can't think for yourself. You got to be persuaded by someone. That doesn't say a whole lot about your judgment, a person's judgment, if you can't follow your own lead, and you know, you got to be persuade someone is can easily persuade you. That don't say a lot about you making good decisions. To me, it don't. So, um, so what do y'all think about Trump? Telling the people not to, telling the Republicans all not to, whatever he told them. Well, you know what? I'd rather for them to go home. If they not gonna do the right thing when it comes to the people that sent them up there to Washington, they need to be voted out. They need to go home. They need to go home. Period. And that's the problem for me, that the same people keep being voted. People keep voting the same people. And the sad part, they keep voting the same people in, and ain't nothing changing. They're not doing anything to help the people that keep voting them in. Nothing at all. That just they got wise people still up there with a job 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Like Mitch McConnell, like 40 some years. Uh Somebody else was like 30 some. Why are these people they just showing now, they done got older, so they just show all they gotta do show up, and they gonna get paid. And really, for what? It just amazes me that people just get comfortable with the same thing over and over, over and over. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter who it is. It's the fact. But then we the people complain when they do the stuff that they do when they get to Washington, and they vote with this side, or the people that's they vote with them. Nothing from what I've seen, really, in my opinion, The people that's being sent to Washington, they're not for the good of the whole America in many ways. In many, many ways. They always want to cut when it comes to stuff that helps the American people. But when it comes to people with money, millionaires and billionaires, it's always a win-win for them in many cases. In many cases. So, I mean, you have to question and say, wait a minute, why is it y'all always making sure that the rich have these tax cuts? The rich this, the rich that, but then little old me and little old you that's out here working, just trying to pay our bills and take care of ourselves and our families. You have kids or whatever, you just trying to make it, and they make it harder and harder and harder for working people. You pay more in taxes than the rich people. Why? Because we keep sending the same people up there to DC, and the lobbyists get to them, and whoever else get to them. And you know what they say about the people that send to them? Nothing. Nothing. And it shows. It shows. And it's like, when are people going to get tired of voting the same people in year after year, year after year? Your state's still the lowest. Your state is still the lowest in a whole lot of things. You've been voting the same person in if they're a senator, every 4 years. Your state still at the bottom out of 50. Out of 50 states, your state's still at the bottom. Or your state's still number 48. Oh, it's number 39. I don't know. But what I do know, nothing is changing. But they keep sending them. They keep sending them. Or, or they vote, voters are voting for people that tell them what they want to hear. Meaning, we'll go with this election. Donald Trump, I'm gonna cut your grocery bill. Well, he said that he not gonna be able to cut your grocery bill. And whatever else all he said. Whatever else all he said. I know the grocery bill. Uh Deportation. Everything y'all wanna hear, y'all go with that. Whoever y'all is, nobody in particular. Nobody in particular. Just saying y'all, I'm included in the y'all too. I'm including the y'all. It's y'all, all of y'all, meaning me too. So that be all of us. We go for it. And we get fooled and tricked every single time. Every single time. But we know if we keep sending the same senators to Washington, the same Congress people to Washington, and our state is still trash. It's still trash. Funding being cut to the state. I talked to a girl the other day. She worked at the DHS, Department of Human Services, and I talked to her, and she worked in the Medicaid department section. And she told me that Trump wants to. So we here in North Carolina, we have Medicaid expansion now. We got that, I think, back in the summer, and the Republican, they fought against that for years. So finally they came to a compromise. They were able to get something that the Democrats was holding over them, and vice versa, how that go. So we were able to get Medicaid expansion back in the summer, which is great because now people can have um, can have medical. So she told me the other day, last week, when I saw her, she said that Trump wants to do away with the Medicaid expansion. He wants to do. Oh, really? he wants to do away with Medicaid expansion. I'm like, really? And then she was like, we don't even know if we gonna have a job. I was like, really? She was like, yeah. She's like, he wants to do away with, we don't know what's gonna happen. That's what she said. She said, we don't know what's gonna happen with our jobs. He trying to cut the Medicaid expansion out already. And I'm just like, oh wow. And the sad part about that is people that voted for him is on Medicaid. And I told her, I said, you know what's so funny to me? I said, the people that voted for Trump, they get Medicaid food stamps. She said, yeah, I know. She said, that's wild to me too. That's very wild. But like I say, we just keep, it's like insanity, keep doing the same thing over and over and we expect a different result. Or you saying something that I want to hear. So yeah. So the bill it flopped. So if they don't come up with something, midnight tomorrow night, the shutdown goes into effect immediately. So, well, let's get something correct now. Let's get something correct, y'all. Biden, Biden is not the one that's coming up with a plan. It's the Democrats and the Republicans in Congress. So Biden is just waiting on them. Let's get it right now. Let's get it right because Biden is waiting on them to come up with a plan. They the one that ain't got the plan together. So don't act like Biden is around here vetoing stuff. Now let's get it right and let's tell the truth now. Let's tell the truth of how things really go. Y'all know how stuff go. What's under his watch? He's not making the agreement. It's between the Congress, Democrats and Republicans. And the Republicans is the one that reneged on the plan. So under his watch, he waiting to sign it. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? RSG under his watch. What's under his watch? He gotta wait until they come up with a plan. And he'll sign off on it or he won't. And well, what about when Trump had the 35 days? What about that? That was under his watch. He was the cause of it. He was the cause of it. Biden waiting to sign. The Republicans, the one backed out on whatever they had planned at first. So we got to tell stuff that's how it's actually happening. I mean, under Biden watch, but what Biden did? What did he do? He's waiting. He waiting. So under his watch, there's what's under his watch? The Republicans and the Democrats. And the Republicans did not go along with the agreement. So I'm not sure how you're trying to blame Biden. I'm just trying to see how you're trying to blame him. Biden is not a vegetable. That man is up walking and talking and everything. Yeah. Yeah, Elon was and Trump and everybody else that was loud enough. And that's the thing that got me though. If you agreed upon something and then you don't went in there and I'm thinking we about to go in here and sign all this stuff off, then we get up in here and now y'all gonna say what? Y'all that like y'all playing spades. Y'all reneging over here. And we know if you play spades, you don't renege. That ain't a good thing to renege. If you play spades, anybody that plays spades know if you renege, don't nobody want to play with you ever again. You renege too much. You don't know how to play. Well, the thing is, they thought they had an agreement before they went in. They had been agreed upon what they were presenting today. They had been agreed upon everything way before today. And then when they went in there, but they had to vote on it. And when they went in there to vote on it, That's when the Republicans, whomever they were, decided to go and do what Trump and Elon and whoever, they sided with them not to do it. If he was mentally competent, okay, y'all trying to make something. Y'all put talking about the man health. Y'all don't need to be talking about people health. You just don't need to talk about people health because we all gonna get to that age. Well, prayerfully, we all make it to an older age. So we're not gonna talk about people health. We talking about what's at hand. Health matters if you're president. The man about to go home, y'all. What y'all talking about? The man about to go home. What you talking about? His health matters. He about to go home. Y'all trying to blame Biden about something that the Republicans and the Democrats did not agree upon. So we're not gonna go there. What we gonna do? We're gonna stick to topic because we're not gonna talk about people they being sick or whatever he might be. I don't know about nobody falling in line, but what I do know, we talking about what's at hand. We talking about what it should be a limit period. How long you could be in Congress, how long you could be in the Senate, and yes, how old you can be. But I think they say Trump is the oldest president, going to be the oldest president. I think he's like 80. Well, the midterms, they need to really make some changes. They need to really make some changes. Right. Yep. So, um, so y'all never did answer what y'all think about Trump basically basically telling the Republican Congress people not to vote not to vote for the bill. What do y'all think about that? Mm-hmm. But we're talking what's so crazy to me, and them the ones that voted against it. That's the crazy part. A good president would talk to a Republican congressman. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. They already had a plan in place. That's what you're not getting. They already had this same plan today that they voted on. They've been agreed upon this plan. They've been agreed upon the plan. They just had to go and vote on it. And when they got in there to vote on it today, it went awry because the Republicans, I guess they felt pressured. I guess they felt pressured to go ahead with what Trump was telling them to do. I don't know. Why it's 15? I don't know. I have no idea. That's a lot. But they be big. They don't be small. They 1,500 pages, so you won't read it. That's what it. That's why. That's why it's 1,500 pages, so you won't read it. Cause they, you know what? And there was another something else. I can't remember what it was. I think it was I'm about to say Area 54. Um 2025 Project 2025. I think they were saying they had a lot of pages in it. I said they put all those pages because they know people don't read. People don't that many people don't read. So yeah. But I don't know. It's just yeah, the Republicans, they said they were going back in there and they were gonna see what they could do. It said Trump just invited Jeff Bezos to the inauguration. he Oh, I was trying to see if anything was in here. Let's see. It says, oh, I told y'all what was in there. Okay, it said what was in the bill. The GOP measure included a 3 month extension of government funding. I told y'all that. A 2 year suspension of the debt limit into January 2027, as well as roughly 110 billion for disaster relief, according to five sources. The bipartisan deal included a package of reforms for pharmacy benefit managers, the controversial middlemen between drug manufacturers and insurers who have raised the ire of Congress and many others with their practices. The new GOP spending bill proposed that failed Thursday did not include sweeping changes for BPMs, source said. House Republicans brought the new proposal to the floor under a maneuver that required a two-thirds majority. Yep, that's what it was. Okay, hold on, y'all. Y'all up in here. Hold on. Where I missed that. West Bank. This lady will block you if you say anything she don't like or agree. Hi, West Bank. I have not seen you in here. So, welcome back. Welcome back. It seemed like people are brainwashed. She laughing at Trump and Kamala invited all of Hollywood, but lost. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. You say today I learned Trump is more powerful than the sitting president. Was it? Is it that he's more powerful? Is it that he's powerful, or is it that he have? Is it that he's more powerful, or is it that it's just people that's unwilling to make decisions for themselves? Is that what it is? Because I don't think he's that powerful. I think it's people that follow his lead that don't make you powerful. That make the people that follow you not real strong. That's my opinion. Just because you follow somebody have you follow, that don't mean that they like powerful. You have weak minded people following people that can't even read. So, you know. And then too, y'all gotta think sometimes people will Just say like the people that voted against the Republicans that voted against it today, they might want to be on his good side. They might want to be on Trump's good side and let him know, and he see that they didn't vote for it. I mean, people have their own reasons and stuff for doing stuff. So, people might be like, oh, um, I'm not gonna vote for this because if he see that I didn't vote for it, maybe, I'll he'll this, that, the other. You never know what people be thinking. You never know what people be thinking, why people, do what they do. So you just don't know what people, you don't know why people do what they do. People do what they do because they do what they do. Yep. Yep. I mean, people just, I don't know. They just be doing what they be doing, whatever that might be. Whatever that might be, they just be doing it. Whatever their reasons are, because that's power. hmm I don't know. Sometimes people just, sometimes people, it might be perceived power. Perceived power. You, it might be perceived power, not actual true power, because just because people do stuff, that don't mean that you're so powerful. It could be perceived power that, in general, people in general, because you might be like, oh, um, so and so, not talking about Trump, but just in general, so and so is so strong and so powerful, and don't know the people that's following them, they weak. They just weak. That's all. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Sure is. I need to get my charger. Yep. Sure is. So we'll have to see. Well, the middle class is milling out. They milling. They going on out. We did a hot topic on the middle class like 2 weeks ago. I think like 2 weeks ago, and they're leaving. They're leaving. They've been leaving for years. I get my charger, y'all. I'll be right back. Yep, the middle class been leaving. They ain't just started. Oh, my phone. I was trying to hold my phone up because I'm trying to charge it. I guess I have to hold it. Okay, hold on. Let me see. RSG said, as sitting president, Joe Biden is not mentally able to speak to Congress to help solve the problem. Why isn't Harris helping? If your household income is less than 300,000 annually, hard times are coming. Ooh. Let's see. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. We don't know the conversations. We're not there. Yeah. Nazi Germany was quite powerful with an extremely weak population. So Yeah, they did. What do y'all think about the fact that the way things look right now, the way things look right now, like as of for the vote today, and I'm trying to prop my phone up, y'all. Okay, I think that's it. So as the vote looked today, I mean the vote, the bill didn't pass today. So if they can't come to a conclusion, a bill on tomorrow, and stuff shut down, that means we're gonna go possibly, because it's holiday next week. So that means we'll be going to a new year with a shutdown, and a new president gonna be coming in. What do y'all think about that? Possibly, possibly, possibly. So what's y'all take? What if it don't? What if it don't? I mean, they couldn't come to nothing today, and they don't went home. They said they were going home. They're gonna try back in the morning. They're gonna be back early in the morning to try to figure something out. But what if it don't? Because remember, in 2018, it shut down for 35 days under Trump. Remember? Under Trump for 35 days, and it cost the American people, us, $11 billion. $11 billion. So, yeah. So, and then that's like, here we go with the chaos. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me see how long it shut down under him. It's right here. Um, it was no, it was that Trump was the most. In 1995-96, it was 21 days. The Republicans controlled the House. 2013, 16 days. The Republicans controlled the House. January 2018, 3 days. The Republicans control the House. 2018-19, Republicans controlled until January 2019. Then the Democrats took over. I think so. If I'm not mistaken, yeah. Do you really think they doing what's best for the country up there in D.C.? Do you really? Do you see that they're doing what's best for the country in D.C.? Right, like at any point in time, your secret friend. Do you see? Or should you say this time when you're talking about the vote? Right, right. That's true. That is subjective. depending on what your definition of best for the country is. So yeah, that's true. Um, because I ain't really seen best for the country in a while, in a long while, by not passing the original plan. But they had voted, they had agreed upon the original plan though, RSG. They had agreed upon it. So if they had agreed upon it already, up until they had went in there, so that tells me that something or somebody changed their mind. Right, they agree without Trump's approval. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I haven't seen it. I haven't seen in my experience. I haven't seen it in a long, long time where things are done for the benefit of the country, for the benefit of the people up there and others around, but not for the country as a whole. When you say when Elon looked at it. Because they say he was tweeting out. I mean, he was on social. Of course, he was on social media on his platform and wherever else, tweeting out. I mean, sending out messages and said Trump was out. Everybody that could be out that was, they were out saying don't do it. Uh huh. That's a long time ago. Long time ago. So what they tell you? There's not. Y'all think about this. Think about this. Do you all really think there's ever, at this point in time, do y'all think that there's ever going to be a balanced budget? Do y'all, at this point in time, do y'all think they're ever going to be able to balance the budget? Do y'all think they ever going to? I say no. I say no. And Clinton was in the 90s? Oh, I ain't typing that, y'all. Why am I not typing nothing? I don't even know why I ain't typing. Hmm. Nope. They're not going to be able to. They really don't want to balance the budget. If you ask me, he was there the first time for 4 years. He been there before. Remember, y'all? He been there before, so it ain't like it's his first time up there. He had the job for 4 years. Good night, your secret. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. Mm-hmm. That would be good. Let me see what was the. Can I type on? Let me see. Let me see what was the debt when he was there before. Let me go on this side. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe it's me. Hold on. Let's see. Overspeed. What was looking up? Oh, and Trump. Wait. When he left office, let's see. Okay, it says. Let me read it to y'all. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm about to. That's what I'm looking at right now. It says. It says Donald Trump built a national debt so big even before the pandemic that it'll weigh down the economy for years. The king of debt promised to reduce the national debt, but his tax cuts made it surge. Add in the pandemic, and he oversaw the third biggest deficit increase of any president. Let's see, the national debt increased under Trump despite his promise to reduce it. Let's see if they have numbers. I thought they was going. Let's see. Okay, it says when Trump took office in January 2017, the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office was projecting that federal budget deficits would be 2 to 3% of our gross domestic product during Trump's term. Instead, the deficit reached nearly 4% of gross domestic product in 2018 and 4.6% in 2019. There were multiple culprits. Trump's tax cuts, especially the sharp reduction in the corporate tax rate up to 21% from 35%, took a big bite out of the federal revenue. The CBO estimated in 2018 that the tax cut will increase deficits by about 1.9 trillion over 11 years. That's a lot. Okay. Y'all know that interest on the debt, the national debt, is outrageous, right? It's outrageous. Dang. Look like the interest, y'all, is on it on the national debt. It must be compound interest, cause wow. It said in 2019, by early 2019, the national debt had climbed to 22 trillion. Trump's budget proposal for 2020 called it a grave threat to our economy. That's when he was in there first. It said by the end of 2019, the debt had risen to 23.2 trillion. So it went up 1.2 by 1.2. That thing keep growing. Then weeks later, COVID erupted and made the financial situation far worse. As of December 2020, the national debt had jumped to $27.75 trillion, up 39% from 19.95 trillion when Trump was sworn in. It erupted with COVID. Golly. It's a lot that go into this debt, to the debt. It's so many layers to the debt that is owed. It's wild. They owe the investors. They owe y'all. It's way more than we even know. I mean, the little bit that we do know, it's just surface. It's just surface of what we know about the debt and everything. You know how everything works. It's just surface of the stuff that we know. Not even. It's a lot. It's a 2-year program only, and they're not being paid. Okay. Trump tossed a good game. In time, we will all come to experience the very real effect of Trump policies. Project 2025 is real. He's slowly enacting it. Just wait. That's what happens when your money is backed by promises. Okay. Okay. So listen to this, y'all. It said the government ended its 20 this back in 2020 when COVID just started. Hey, Caden. It said the government ended its 2020 fiscal year with the portion of the national debt owed to investors. So they owe people. They in debt to the debtors, meaning the investors. It said the government ended its 2020 fiscal year with a portion of the national debt owed to investors, the metric favored by the CBO at around 100% of the GDP. The CBD, listen to CBO, listen to this, y'all. The CBO had predicted less than a year earlier that it would take until 2030 to reach that approximate level of debt. And just in 1 year, and they had projected it to be 2030, and in 1 year they had reached that amount of debt. That's wild, y'all. That's wild. Sherry, hey Sherry, strap yourselves in, folks. This is just the start of Trump's politics. I hope those idiots who voted him in are happy, because we are all going to be very miserable. China is our biggest lender. Well, baby, they ain't the only one, because they had an S on investors. So it's more than them. But yeah, they are big. But the thing is, though, it's so much that's going on. It's so much going on, y'all. excuse me, it's so much going on. They going up there in Washington D.C. We don't even have a clue. We, we don't even have a clue what's going on. We don't even have a clue. So tonight's topic is talking about the shutdown, government shutdown, possibly. That's what tonight's topic about. So yeah, so I don't know, y'all. The deficit is climbing. It's definitely it's keep climbing and climbing and climbing and climbing, and it's you know what I wonder? Like, just say them people want their money back ASAP. How they gonna give their money back? How they gonna get their money back? Remember when they downgraded um was it the S&P or something downgraded the US or something like that? They gonna have bad the US got bad credit. The US have bad credit because they don't pay their bills. They don't pay their bills. They don't pay their bills. Yeah, that's what when they lowered the US, yeah, because the US do not pay. They what did China want their money back ASAP? I think they need to get rid of all that waste that they wasting, the money that they're wasting. And I think they need to the money they send out, like overseas and all that type of stuff, help the other countries and stuff, but have a cap on what you're giving them. You know, you giving them resource money or whatever else, goods, service or what else. Just have a cap, cause that's a lot of money they be giving out. A whole lot of money, a whole lot. Well, you know what? They not gonna balance the budget. They're gonna keep on. Let me see. They gonna keep on. They gonna keep on that deficit. It's gonna keep going higher and higher. Okay, so it says. So I picked this up. I'm not. I picked this up. Yep. It says. Let's see. Annual totals are based on data from April of each year. Inflation adjusted to 2023 calendar year. Okay, so these are the countries. It says as of April 2024, the five countries own, owning the most U.S. debt. They own the most U.S. debt. Japan is $1.1 trillion. China 749 billion. Dang, Japan. The United Kingdom 690.2 billion. Luxembourg 373.5 billion, and Canada to 328.7. Owning the most US debt. That's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. Phone finger. It's so much wasteful spending going on up there. It's not even funny. It is so much money going every which way but loose up there. It ain't even funny in DC. And wherever else they sending the money to. It's a lot going on up there, y'all. A whole lot going on in DC. A whole lot. Let me see what I say. Okay, remember the question I had is about if US could get out of debt. So here what they say. It says, is it possible for the US to get out of debt? There are a number of methods to reduce the US national debt that go beyond raising taxes and cutting discretionary spending. One of the most controversial is to open the nation's border to more immigrants, kickstarting entrepreneurship and consumption. There you go. Open the border. There it is right there. Open the border. Let the immigrants, the nation's border to more immigration. Kickstart, kickstarting entrepreneurship and consumption. There you go. That's how you could. They said it. And nations been borrowing from each other. This been going on forever, y'all. This ain't nothing new. None of this is new. None of it is new at all. They've been they've been swapping money when they started swapping money. So that's nothing new. It says China is one of the U.S. largest creditors, owing about 859,000.4 in U.S. debt. I'm sorry, owning. Golly, China, 859.4 billion in U.S. debt. It doesn't own the most U.S. debt of any foreign country. However, nations borrowing from each other may be as old as the concept of money. Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and defense are the major budget line items. Let's see, what country's not in debt? Wow. Wow, y'all. It said, what country is not in debt? Singapore is one of Asia's major financial centers. Singapore, baby, they got that money over there in Singapore. It is also one of the most prosperous countries on the planet, y'all. And y'all talking about America's the best country in the world. No, Singapore is. Singapore is the best country. Well, it's in Asia. It's in A. They the best. They the best. You know why? They ain't got no debt. They ain't got no debt. It's the most prosperous country on the planet, they say. They say Singapore is so America is not the greatest country. It's not. With all that debt, no, it's not. It really isn't. They can't find it. It says, and all this has been achieved. Listen how they got it, y'all. It said, and all of this has been achieved without taking on any meaningful public debt. In fact, very much like Norway, Singapore has more assets than debt. Wow, they got more assets than debt, y'all. America they need to go over there and have conferences with Singapore. They need to have conferences with Singapore and figure out what they're doing. What they doing? It says China owns 384,000 acres of American agricultural land, y'all. 308. China buying land over here for agriculture. They be in business. It don't matter if their population is smaller. We still need to go over there and find out how they doing what they doing. Not to have no. That's even worse. That's even worse. Smaller and we bigger and we over here. They need to go talk to the head of Singapore Financial, whatever. It says China owns 384,000 acres in America of American agricultural land. That's a 30% increase just since 2019. Y'all, that's just in 2019. And on top of that, they own land near an Air Force base in North Dakota. Who knew they had an Air Force base in North Dakota? Y'all, y'all, I'm teaching us. Yeah, in North Dakota. Russia own 100 acres, y'all, in the U.S. And let's see. Oh, y'all want to know who owns the most land in the U.S.? Do y'all know the Emerson family? The nation's largest private landowners are the Emerson family in California, who owns over 2.4 million acres. 2.4 million acres. The bulk of that land is dedicated to timber in Northern California, but the most headline worthy transaction of 2022 was the Four Sixes Ranch in Texas. Y'all, these people, whoo, that's what I'm saying. Stuff that we don't even have no idea about. Who knew these people? This one family got 2.4 million acres. How they got it, where they got it from. That's the part. That's the thing, y'all. That is the thing. We as people working, they have the most. It says the nation's largest private landowners is the Emerson family in California. They have 2.4 million acres. I'm rethinking my life. Well, they number one. Okay, here it is, y'all. The top 10 largest landowners in the U.S. Let's see. Let's see who they are. Let's see. Oh, let me click on this. Okay. So, wait. Well, I thought they was going to give them. Oh, here it is. So, we got the top 10 largest private landowners. The Emerson family, 2.411 million acres. John Malone, whoever John is, have 2.2 million acres. Where do these people get all this land? How did they get all this land? John Malone, 2.2 million acres. Ted Turner, 2 million acres. The Reed family, 1.661 million acres. Stan Kroenke, 1.627 million acres. The Irvin family, 1.267 million acres. Buck family, 1.236 million acres. The Singleton family, well, this is the top 10, y'all. I'm reading the top 10 of y'all. The Buck family have 1.236 million acres. The Singleton family have 1.1 million acres. The Brad Kelly family, Brad Kelly, 1 million acres. King Ranch heirs 911, 215 acres. Yeah, what do you people, how they get all this land like this? How they get all this land like this? That's wow. We talking about millions of acres. Y'all, that's wow. They don't need to be reelected at all to me. I don't know why we keep sending the same people. Well, I don't know why we keep sending the same people up there. Okay, Christy. Oh Lord, it's 11:42. Ain't know it was this late. Okay, see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Black Rock, Vanguard, and State Street are not separate entities. Who said something about them? They're all one. Y'all. Mm, mm, mm. This, all of this is way, 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 way. It's so much going. It's so much added to all of this. Who got 2.411? How y'all get these millions of acres? How did they get them? People be talking about, oh, I got 100 acres, 200 acres. Baby, they got millions of acres. Who would have thought that they got millions of acres? Millions. Millions. Baby, that got me rethinking a whole lot of things. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. That is wow, y'all. Yeah, but millions of acres? How did they get millions of acres? That's what I want to know. I want to know how they got it. How they got that land, 2 million acres, 2.41 million. We have no idea, y'all. It's wow. Oh gosh. Mm-mm-mm. Democrats sold it. I don't think so. Yep, they did a report on them last week. They had a subdivision. I think it was in Raleigh. I think in Raleigh, and it was like 300 some houses in the neighborhood or something like that that was built, and they owned all of them. I think it was Black Rock. They owned all of them, or maybe it was Main Street. It was somebody. They was the same entity. They just had different name. They owned all of them. They was renting them out. They had them built, and they was renting them out. Mm-hmm. Well, it's 10 of them. I had no idea. You could have never told me that people have millions of acres. Millions of acres. Where they at? I want to see them. Y'all, but see, this is what we don't understand. Why we around here working and working and working and working and whatever, whatever. They got people that's making decisions that we don't even know about. That got a hand in making the decisions that we don't know about for good or bad. We think it's just the people we see. It's people like that the people on this list that's making decisions on the American people behind closed doors. Behind closed doors. Yeah. It's people we only see President Trump, well, president period, president, the Congress, the Senate. We see those people. Who we don't see is the people behind them. That's who we don't see. That's who we don't see. And we individual individual people, us, we really need this really opened my eyes because I never imagined nobody having 2 million worth of acres. Never heard of a day in my life. Never ever ever heard of a day in my life. 2 million acre of land? You hear about 500 acres, even 1,000, maybe 2,000, 5,000. But 2 million? Y'all. It's people in this country that are so connected, and we wonder why or how we as working people be getting the short end of the stick. We wonder how we always get the short end of the stick when the rich people are steady climbing and climbing and climbing. They climbing because of the people behind them. They doing what the people behind them say. No, 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 that's not a good idea. That's gonna hurt us. We can't pay all that money. That's a lot. hmm It ain't the people we see. It's the people we don't see. That's making that really, really making the rules, making the laws. It's the people we don't see. People don't believe that, but it's true. It's the Warren Buffetts. It's the. You think the Emerson family don't have some pools somewhere up there in D.C.? Yeah, they do. A whole lot of them do, and we don't have a clue. If I wouldn't have been reading this tonight, reading this to y'all and to myself, I would have never thought. Now my lips getting dry. I would have never thought that there were 2 million. What one family owns 2 million acres of land. Of land. You know how much land that is? 2 million acres. That's a lot of land. That's a lot of land, y'all. Whew. Okay, let me see. What else I was looking at, y'all? I'm learning like y'all learning, because y'all didn't know that either. How much land Canada own? Dang. Let's see. Uh, Canada is actually Canada, which accounts for 32%. Canada got 32% or 14.2 million acres. See, we don't know all this stuff because we ain't looking at, we're not thinking about who got land, how much they got. But y'all, when you learn stuff, everything started to really make sense. Canada have 14.2 million acres, rounding out the top five of the Netherlands at 12%. Italy has 6%, the United Kingdom has 6%, and Germany have 5%. This is land in the U.S. they got. Wow. Y'all ought to see the value of these lands that China, Sweden, Japan, and France with it. U.S. agriculture. They have land for U.S. agriculture. Y'all, it's serious. It's so serious. It's so serious because we just have no idea. We truly have no idea of what really, really goes on. We have no idea what really goes on. And we wonder why things aren't changing for the better, especially with all the money that's flowing into the economy, the the technology and just advancement. And it's because some things just not gonna change above a certain level. Certain things not gonna change above a certain level at all. At all. Hmm. Y'all have any thoughts? Any thoughts on the topic tonight? Any thoughts on it? And y'all know inflation is still rising. Are y'all aware of that? Did y'all I know y'all probably didn't, but Powell, he's supposed to raise the interest rates next year 4 times. Well, the interest rate's supposed to go up 4 times next year, but he backing it down to two. He bringing it back down to two. Mm-hmm. he trying to grow. He trying to grow fake corn. What? Fake corn? I like corn. I hope it ain't fake. We've been failed by our government. And as a people, are far too distracted. These are the topics that need to look into and discuss, but instead, celebrities have the attention. Yeah, and it's so important. There's hold on, y'all. The topics we don't even think about it, y'all. We really don't. Plastic corn. Oh my goodness, plastic corn. We don't even think about synthetic. Oh, okay. He keep that. He getting a tax write off. he getting a tax write off, y'all. Right, right. Because you know what? I'm gonna be. What is that? Oh, I'm gonna say, what is that? That's a little. I'm like, what is that up there? That's a stick pin. Like what? I have my glasses on. Like, what is that? Um, but that's why people are so easily led astray with anything because we don't we don't go and find out information for ourselves. Many people believe what I say, what you say, what Trump say, what Biden say, what Harris say, what Congress say, Senate say, the preachers say, the salesmen say, because they don't go find out. Many people don't find out well for themselves. Well, let me go find this out first and see whatever. Mm mm. Because we sit here talking, and I'm looking up land. I don't even know what made me look up land. Um, and we finding out together that a family owned 2 million acres. 2 million acres, a family in California. 2 million acres. Now, if that's wild, y'all. I still want to know where they got the land from. I need to. You know what? I got Google right here because I'm curious. I know y'all want to know too. What time is it? It's 12. What time we got on here? 10. Oh, we're gonna get ready to go off. Hold on, let me see. What family was it? The Emerson family, I think. How did they get? Let's see what their net worth is, y'all. It says Archie is his name. Archie Aldous Emerson's net worth increased by, oh Lord, y'all, this person net worth increased by $607.52 million compared to the previous year, 2023, when his net worth was $5.50 billion. Okay, I don't know what that was. Oh, this person. Dang, okay. It says with 2.33, well, they done got some more acres, look like. With 2.33 million acres, Emerson and his family rank as America's largest private landowners, according to a profile by Eric O'Keefe in the 2021 Land Report 100. As of March 2024, they had a net worth of 5.4 billion. I've never heard of these people. Never heard of them. But they own 2.33 million acres of land in they live in California. Oh, here it is. How does they own so much? That's what I'm looking for. Okay, this is how much they own. They say the family owns forest products company Sierra Pacific Industries, for which George serves as chair. How did they get the land though? Okay, this is gonna tell me. Okay, I already somebody put in the comments. It said the company uses the land for timber, wildlife habitat, and recreation. It says it is among the U.S. biggest producers of lumber. I bet it is. Millwork and biomass energy. I bet it is. How did they get the land? That's what I want to know. Uh-oh, sorry, y'all. How did y'all get that land? That's what I want to know. How did y'all get it? Okay, let's see. Okay, it said, how did the Emerson family own so much land? After various largely unsuccessful stints running sawmills, Curly Emerson partnered with his son Red to build a sawmill in Northern California in around 1950 under the name R.H. Emerson and Son. Per the Land Reports 2022 profile of the family, and this time it was successful. So they got the land way back then, like, but 2 million, that sound like they got some land from some people. They took people land. Look, sound like it. Okay, it's midnight, y'all. Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's kind of great. And far as is we can. Oh, wow. That's wild. Y'all don't think that's wild that they own 2.33 million acres of land? No matter what they do with it, but the fact that they own 2.33 million acres of land. Y'all. Okay, y'all, let's do roundup so we can get off here. Okay, roundup on the topic or anything we discussed. Go ahead, you got your time, and we're gonna get off. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Stolen. Go give my granddaddy land back. My great 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 granddaddy. I'm coming for his part. Y'all got anything else to say? Yeah, it had to be 2.3 million. I'm gonna do a little bit more research because that's wild to me. Um, anything else? Anything else on the topic? Y'all, right quick before we get off, put in the topic. I mean, put in the comments what topic y'all would like to discuss. Put in the comments if there is a topic you all would like to discuss. If it is, if not, that's fine too. Cause y'all know I'll come up with the topic. So any topic y'all want to discuss, put in the comments right quick before we sign off for the night. And if not, yep, I gotta read up on them because I'm like, what? They got what? Okay. All right, y'all. Well, we're about to sign off. Thank you all. Tonight was a great topic. Thank you. Thank y'all. Y'all got me keep putting these glasses on now. You know I can't see. Oh, I don't know. I don't even watch football. I have no idea, y'all. Tomorrow's Friday. We probably have a hot topic tomorrow. I don't know. It depends on what I see in the news. Oh, we probably gonna follow up about uh, what we talked about tonight about the shutdown. We'll see what happened with that tomorrow, and we'll do a follow up tomorrow on that. All right, y'all. Well, it's 12:03, and I plan on going to the gym in the morning. I plan on it. And all right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. All right. Thank y'all for joining. Make sure y'all go watch the videos, like, share, and comment. And thank you to the new followers. Thank y'all so much. All right. Drones flying in the Northeast. Okay, I gotta look into it. I'll look into that. I heard about it, but I'll look into that and see what's up with that. And maybe the weekend we might go discuss that. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all. Go watch the videos. Like, share, and comment. All right. Good night, y'all.